Can you just tell us what you're doing here this morning for your school?
Is that a real question?
Yes, I just want to know. Just tell me a little bit so
okay.
we have, yeah. Back
Don't put that on there. I wasn't sure. This was the state of the college. And what we'd hope to do is really help the institution to better understand the progress that we've made, how we face some challenges this year, and how we have moved the needle. And so that's what we were attempting to do, and also to lay out some of our plans going forward for the academic year.
If you could pick one challenge or one message to send to your students and your faculty, what would that be?
I think the most important thing that I want folks to know is that we continue to work diligently to build the right kind of infrastructure that we need to take advantage of those opportunities that we see for the future. So we want students, faculty, and staff to better understand that we're building that infrastructure that will help us to take this institution to another level.
You talked a little bit about enrollment. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what you guys are doing for that?
Well, you know, Darton State has been truly blessed over the last decade plus of having very strong enrollments. And that did slow down a little bit this past year. But what's most important is that we focus more on student success, and that those students who are joining this institution will be able to move or navigate through the campus without some of the barriers that oftentimes exist or the runaround. So we're going to work very, very diligently on improving the way we serve our students.
And specifically, how was your enrollment this fall?
Our enrollment was down in the past fall, and for the current fall, we won't start classes until later this week, I believe tomorrow, and so we don't have the final numbers. We really won't know that until October because we have multiple terms also during the semester. But today the numbers look strong, but we still have a long ways to go.
And then when it comes to challenges, what's probably the biggest challenge Darton faces?
I think it's, for us, I think it's been trying to put the right infrastructure in place to ensure that we put the internal controls in place so we can avoid going places that we went this past year. And so as we put that infrastructure in there and bringing on the staffing to help us lead in these important areas, that will help the campus settle in much better and help us to meet the challenges as we move forward.
And then if we flip that question, what's probably the biggest opportunity you see for Darton this coming year?
Well, I think the future's bright for this institution, and I think that as we go forward, we have endless opportunities. And I think that as we focus on student success, we will grow appropriately as an institution. And I think that as we strengthen our partnerships with the community, that by itself will help this institution to be a much better institution as we engage more with the community, engage more with our students. The institution has a very bright future.
And then probably the question everyone's worrying about is the merger. Any word on the merger?
No, and you know, people keep asking that question. I simply tell them the same thing. I don't control that. We don't need to worry about something that we have absolutely no control over. What we control, we should focus on, and that's what we're attempting to do. So whatever happens in the coming months, years, moving forward, hopefully it'll be in the best interest of Darton State College. And we would have done our due diligence to make sure that whatever happens, we can take advantage of that opportunity. So I'm not really concerned about that. And again, no one's talking to me about that. They won't talk to me about it. It's not something that they will probably do. If they need to make that decision, they'll make it at their level. I'm going to focus on the level that I have the most control over.
Perfect.